up, Twitch? Back with part 2 of my No Man's Sky Permadeath No Starter Ship Challenge. So we started this last night. We did one challenge. First time I did it, I played for about 4 hours. Found a ship. Well, I didn't find a ship. I found a colossal archive about an hour and a half in and bought a ship, traded in my starter ship, which I never claimed, but the game does still let you trade in the starter ship even if you don't claim it. So traded that plus some credits and got a ship. Then found a wrecked ship and sold that off to get some credits and nanites. And, you know, it was a pretty good little 4-hour run. Added a new follower during the run, which is big when I only had 2 going into it. I've got 3 now, as you can see up in the top left-hand corner. Because this is only the third. This is now the 3rd time I've streamed live in the last 3 years. Well, also in the last 2 days, though. So, yeah, so did that for 4 hours, closed out of the stream, and realized that I'd never turned on a recording option. So none of it got saved to my Twitch channel or to my hard drive so I could post it on YouTube or something. Alright, so we're going the other direction. So I scrapped that, started over, streamed for about an hour, and I'm still walking around looking for a ship or a building. So a couple things that I discussed last time. Oh, and I fixed my volume issue, because I know that my speaking volume was really low in my first 2 streams. The one that got lost forever, and the second one that did get recorded. So now you should actually be able to hear what I'm saying. Turned out it was a simple matter of just turning up my gain a little bit in the filters. But, who knew? Yeah, so I'm just going to be walking around looking at stuff until I can find me a crash ship or a place to buy a ship. Can't proceed with the story until then. And that means I won't have a terrain manipulator unless I can either find a minor outpost to buy a new and better multi-tool, or until I find I'm on a Viking world, so it's possible that I can interact with an alien if I find a Viking, like at a trade outpost. Oh, you know what? Let me get this dihydrogen. Or a colossal archive. And if it's possible if I choose the right selections and get lucky, that they'll just give me a new multi-tool that might have a terrain manipulator on it. But that's the only way I'll get a terrain manipulator until I find a ship. So. Oh, nope. Don't want to die from fall damage. That's the thing when you're playing on permadeath, is falling from a big height like that will kill you, and that effectively ends your game. And that's the thing about permadeath. You know, one of the worst things about playing in permadeath is that you take a lot more damage, and if you die, then your save gets wiped. And we do have someone viewing. Say hi in the chat. Or not. It's cool. Either way. So, I'll be playing today for... Well, really, I'll be playing today until my fiance wakes up. Because when she's awake, she gets all my time. But, I don't really know what time she went to sleep. So I don't know what time she's going to message me and tell me she's awake. Yeah, I've made a commitment to myself that I'm going to start streaming a lot more often, try to grow the channel a little bit. I mean, obviously, 3 subscribers is not a huge number. It's not even as, I mean, I've got 2 YouTube channels, which I've got posted in the channel information. My gaming channel isn't much of a gaming channel. It has, I think, 20, maybe 21 followers or subscribers. I have a channel where I do bass covers, and that one has about 220, maybe 230 subscribers. So it was growing at a pretty good rate when I was posting more consistently. But I've kind of slowed down with my posting over the last year or so, between moving to a new town and my band. Well, we didn't break up, but I left the band. Um, and yeah, I just had some irreconcilable differences with our drummer, and he started the band. He provided the practice space for the band and a lot of the equipment, so I figured if one of us was going to leave, it should be me. It was right at the start of the pandemic too, so I wasn't real interested in getting together and practicing during all that. Okay, is there anything around here? Looks like there is a building over there of some sort. How far away is that? Wow, it's not even gonna tell me. That's interesting. Yeah, I enjoyed having a band. Something I'd wanted to do, all my life. And so finally actually getting out there playing live music, that was amazing. But there's certain things that, you know, certain disagreements I can live with, some I just cannot. And, this happened to be one that it was just going to be too much. It was a disagreement about some fundamental things that there's just no way that I could continue associating with someone where I had that big of a disconnect. And it sucked. But, even though the band is, well, my time in the band is done, I'll always be grateful for the chance that I had to play with those guys and, get out there. We made a little bit of money. Only had a few paid gigs, but, we made a lot of music. And, it was a great experience. But now I've moved to a totally different state with my work, and what? Oh, okay, 7 minutes away. I thought I was right here by my ship. I was about to be mad. Oh, tell me that's not the waypoint that I saved at a little while ago. I know I didn't just go in a great big circle. Let's go find out. Man, I need to make some life support. I don't have a whole lot, but I could cheese it and use my portable refiner to increase my dihydrogen, but I don't feel like I need to do that right now. Worst case scenario, most of these rocks, besides having ferrite dust, also have dioxide, or at least a lot of them do. So, if I run out of oxygen and can't find any hazardous flora to destroy, I can always, start harvesting dioxide. This is the same one I found a little while ago. Are you kidding me? I just did a big old circle. Alright, well I only need one more animal to get the nanites for that. Alright, so we're just going to head due south and stay heading due south. I think that's the key. This world does not feel like it has a lot on it, though. I found no buildings yet. The only building, or the only unidentified buildings I've had so far have been waypoints and a drop pod. And the drop pod was useless to me because since I'm not doing the storyline, I don't have a way to make an antimatter housing, which is one of the 3 things you need to unlock the drop pod. I found only a few pieces of broken machinery. Which I was hoping for more because at least, with broken machinery, you have a chance at getting technology modules, upgrade modules, so that, I could improve my hazard protection or my life support or my movement, because my jetpack and rocket boots don't have a lot of stamina right now. And it's funny because on PlayStation, I've been playing for close to a year. You know what, buddy? I'm gonna get you before you get me. Yeah, I've been playing for close to a year, and I've got a permadeath save on there that's about 19 hours in. And might as well grab the sodium and the dihydrogen. And I've done a lot of upgrading on that particular save. That particular save can survive a lot. Man, this is going so fast. I'm already down to 11 batteries, and I think I made 22 yesterday. Early this morning. Ooh, I don't want to fall off of this. But I do want to get a look at the landscape, see if there's anything around. Now, the problem I've noticed is because I don't have any upgrades for my visor, it doesn't have a very long range. And so it's very easy for it to miss things. Alright. Whoa, nope. If I had not used the jetpack there and it just straight fallen, that would be the end of this save. This is actually the 3rd save, because on my first attempt I got a frozen world, and I played, like I said, on that for 4 hours, and then that video was lost to the sands of time when I stopped the stream. On my second one, I started off, I had a radioactive world, and I died to the elements before I ever found a cave, and I only found a little bit of sodium, so that one lasted all of about 5 minutes. So then I restarted and got this world, and I always seem to do better on frozen worlds. Frozen worlds and toxic worlds I've had good luck with. Starting off on a hot world or that's a lot of sodium. Starting off on a hot world or a radioactive world, I don't think I've ever made it, even when I wasn't doing a challenge, just trying to get to my ship. I don't think I've ever made it to my ship on either one of those. So I'll grab the oxygen. Let's grab that sodium since I'm getting low on batteries. This is enough, it might take up a couple of slots in my backpack, but yeah. And what I might do is refine some of it into sodium nitrate. You need less of that to refill, and you can carry twice as much. Well, not twice as much, but it's twice as effective. Although I can't imagine anyone that would watch this would be someone who hasn't already played the game and knows that. But, you know, who knows? Maybe someone who's new to the game and doesn't know some of the things like that will stumble across this stream or this video and learn something. You never know. I'm not out here trying to teach people like Jason Plays, who, if you haven't checked out his channel on YouTube or on Twitch, I highly recommend it. I'll be honest, the first couple of times I watched his channel, I didn't like it. I thought, you know, you're telling us really simple stuff. You know, why are you going into such basics, you know, at the start of this? But then I realized, well, it's for people that are new to the game. It's for people, you know, he's trying to bring in new players and be helpful to new players, not just, you know, veterans. Yeah, my sodium's taking up 3 slots. Let's refine some of that. You know, and I think I might refine some carbon into condensed carbon too. Oh, that's going to take a while. This is where... Oh, there's a building right over there. You know what? Forget this. We'll do it inside the building. So I don't have to worry about the elements. Ah! Well, we also just found us a cave. But, honestly, I want to get to that building. Which, ironically enough, does not show up on my scanner, but we all saw it. That's why I need a scanner upgrade. Or, well, yeah, scanner upgrade would also give me an upgrade to my analysis visor. It extends your range. Well, if you get lucky, you can get one that extends your range. Yeah, my luck at staying alive on this save has been really good. My luck at actually finding useful items, not so much. Oh, I don't think this building's gonna help. Because that looks like some ruins. Which you can get some really valuable stuff at ruins, but you need a terrain manipulator. Now, with any luck, if nothing else, I'll be able to find some shelter. Although, if it is ancient ruins, then I doubt even that. So I'll have enough sodium to make a full 250 stack of sodium nitrate. That'll actually last longer than my batteries would. Well, I'll at least get a chance to learn some new words. Oh, Let's get that started. And I'll go around and grab these words while I'm waiting. Oh, you see how much that hurt? Just that little drop? There should be another one around here somewhere. Usually I think there's 3. So is there not another one somewhere? I guess not. Okay, so I do not want to jump off from this high, because that could be fatal. Ah, there's the other one. It's not an ancient ruin, it's a plaque, or... Wow, I've learned 5 whole words. I had hoped I would be further along, but it is what it is. Alright, so the first stack is done. Drop the second stack in here. And I know this isn't the most interesting content in the world, but it's necessary for survival. Alright, so there's a manufacturing facility. We are not going to bother going to that because I don't have any way of getting in there. The only thing I'd get out of that is more navigation data. I mean, I suppose I could make a bolt caster. No, I need chromatic metal for that. So I can't even make that because I need a terrain manipulator to get copper. So we'll head towards this buried technology once we get out of here. Even though I can't usually can't get buried technology without a terrain manipulator, sometimes you'll find some that's in the open that when the terrain generated, it didn't cover the buried technology. That's good stuff to have for when you do find a place where you can sell. I mean, obviously it's also good for when you make your base, but it's really good for when you can sell, because it sells for 50,000 a pop. So that's really helpful if you find a colossal archive or a trade outpost. So anyway, we've almost got our sodium nitrate done, and we'll get back out here and keep searching. While I'm waiting for that, I did pick up some more dihydrogen, so I can make one more life support gel. That radon's the first thing I'll get rid of. That and the salt. Although the salt sells for a decent amount. The radon sells for a lot less. Just while I'm in here, Let's go ahead and reduce the size of our carbon. That'll make that last longer too. Like if your mining tool is completely empty, you need 100 carbon to refill it. You only need 34 condensed carbon, which would be 68 regular carbon. So you do actually you do get better efficiency out of it. The only problem is when I do finally go to make a base, I will need regular carbon in order to build the base itself. But that's a ways away. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I wonder if people in other countries use that phrase. It's just one of those kind of things that I wonder about. See, I only needed 34 of my condensed carbon there. So, while that's running, just seeing who's in the chat. Okay. Let's actually now, the only problem with that is that I had to use some of the condensed carbon to refill it, so. But saved me a little bit of room there. Alright, so we were going to head for that buried technology. Oh gosh. My jetpack does not last very long. Makes it kind of difficult climbing these mountains. I thought about going through and redoing the expedition for this instead, just so that I wouldn't have some of the limitations that I have. But I think Permadeath Challenge is really the best way to start. Still looking for that last animal that I haven't identified yet. Try to stay close to the ground here while I've got the extra jetpack. This particular buried technology is not above ground. Okay, that's fine. Anything around? Nothing. Is that a cargo drop? Nope, it's a buried cache. Again, nothing I can use. And we finally got sentinels. So I'm not going to go after that dihydrogen because I don't need sentinel trouble today. One good thing about not having the starter ship is getting your starter ship is what triggers storms to start. So at least I don't have to deal with storms out here. In this cold and barren world. Yeah. We'll go get the knowledge stone. Learn another word. And then for you can go a while without having to worry about sentinels, but they do eventually pop up. And I don't know if it's after a certain amount of playtime or if it's after a certain distance from your ship. I've never quite figured out what triggers the sentinels to show up. All I know is that life is a lot easier before they do. Because now, if they see me harvesting materials, they will decide to try to kill me. And these Viking words I'm learning are pretty basic. Okay, let's look out here and see if we see anything. That's just some rocks. Anything over here? Hey, where are you going, buddy? He's heading due south, so we're gonna head due south too. Nope, he just made a quick cut to the east. But we're gonna see if there's anything over that way. Mainly because we know as long as we're heading due south, we're not walking in a circle. I'll use some oxygen. I do need to get some more dihydrogen. I just worry. Nope, nope. Can't get that one. I just worry about triggering a sentinel. You'd think I'd at least see some damaged technology modules. Or damaged technology, I mean. You know, usually you get a decent amount of that. Oh! Gotta be careful there. System. Let's go in here and get some cobalt. Oh, I want them. They don't sell for a lot, but they do sell. When I'm trying to buy a ship instead of getting my starter ship, Every little bit helps. You know what? I can get rid of... I don't even need to do that. There we go. And now I can move these over here. I'll take up a little bit less space. And let's get some cobalt. Make some more batteries. Get more radon along with the cobalt, which is not ideal. How's the Sentinel drone investigating when I'm in the cave? Hey, some more platinum. We'll take that. You can't see me, Mr. Sentinel. You cannot see me. I guess you must hear me. And some more vortex cubes. How many does that give me? Alright, well, that cargo is full, so... But as you can see, I mean, a 10 stack sells for 58,000 units. So that's 100,000 units I've got right there. 116,000. You know, or, you know, I've got this radon for 2,040. So we'll get rid of that. You know, we'll get rid of the sodium. I've got plenty of sodium nitrate. Get rid of the marrow bulbs since they just break down into sodium. And get us back up to 16 batteries. I guess the Sentinel realized that he couldn't get to me. And let's make a few more batteries here. Okay, I feel a little more comfortable now. Anything else? This was kind of an underwhelming cave, although I did get some vortex cubes out of it to make some money. And we're going to keep heading south. Hey, there's something here I haven't identified. And there's some damaged machinery. Looks like right around this rock. Alright. A hazard protection module would be real helpful. Or a movement module. Come on. Hazard protection or movement module. Or a mining scanner module. Or nanites. We'll always take nanites. You know, not necessarily the first choice when I don't have a place to spend them, but you know, it's better than nothing, I suppose. One little patch of dihydrogen. So, we're gonna just keep heading south, see what we can find. Nope, nope, no good. I still need one more animal, and I'm not sure what type I need. Let's find out. If you didn't know, and I'm sure you probably do, but if you didn't, you can go into your fauna. It's rare, underground, always active. So if I'm going to find it, it's going to be in a cave system. And the reason why I want to find it, like right now I have 198 nanites. If I find that one last animal, then I can turn in the set for 1,750 nanites, which will be helpful if I can find a minor settlement, or find a ship and go up to the space station. But at least I don't have to keep searching for it above ground now. We know it's underground. So, next cave system we find. And it's generally better to hit this stuff from farther away, not from real up close. So if a sentinel does pay attention, you're not close by. Kind of the opposite of what I just did there. What's that all lit up over there? Sodium. Where are you guys headed? I wonder. There's another sentinel. Just passing through, man. Leave me alone. So, I don't know right now if No Man's Sky is the only game that I'm going to stream on here. I might, I might stream some Madden again. I've got Madden 22 for the PS4, but doing that would require me to either stream it directly from the PS4 with no face cam, or I would have to do it through PlayStation remote connection, because I can actually play my PlayStation here on my computer. Oh, jeez. But I get a lot of crashes when I do that. Am I still headed? No, I'm not still headed south. I slowly started to turn more southwest. God, it is just barren out here. There's a knowledge stone. At least it gives me something to head towards. These mountains, I need to increase the capacity of my jetpack. because right now it does not last at all. I'm trying to remember. Frost crystals, do they refine into ferrite dust or do they define into dioxide? I don't remember. I could look it up, but I'd rather just keep running. Alright, so let's get a little existential. Can you imagine how lonely this would be if it was real? Like, you wake up on a frozen world like this. You're the only person around for miles and miles. No idea how you got here. No idea who you really even are. And the only other voice you'll ever hear, quite possibly, is the computer voice of your exosuit. Talk about some existential dread there. This moment of gaming brought to you by Cymbalta. Not really. I don't have any sponsors because I have 3 followers. But you could be the 4th. All you gotta do is hit that little button. It's free. And I'm a lot more entertaining when I'm actually talking to someone instead of just talking to, my camera. I tend to be a lot more entertaining when I'm actually responding to people. When I'm getting questions, getting comments, things like that. Otherwise, I start to feel just kind of silly sitting here talking to myself. But everyone's got to start somewhere. Man, there's just nothing out here. Oh, no, 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 no. So no trouble with the local sentinels. There's one over there, but he was too far away to see what I was doing. But I was saying, other games that I could stream. One game I've thought about streaming. I have it on Steam, and I've played it a little bit, but, I think it would be a fun stream, is the Stanley Parable. That's a interesting little indie game that, it came out a few years ago, but, it reminds me a lot, just tone-wise, it reminds me a lot of something like, A King's Tale. Whoa, this is south. The narrator is hilarious. Get some oxygen and get the critter out of my way. So I've played it enough. I've gotten like 2 or 3 of the possible endings. But my understanding is that there's something like 18 possible endings or something like that. And it's not a super long game. You know, I think that it's possible to go through the whole thing and get multiple endings in the space of just like an hour, hour and a half. So it would make a good single stream. Oh gosh. We'll bring this down a little. Get me a little bit more in the picture. Curious deposit. You know, I think Curious Deposit often gives you fungal mold, which you can turn into nanites. I don't think... I can't even do anything with it, because I don't have an advanced mining laser. Nope, nothing to see here. Yeah, I could do a no HUD run, but I mean, I'm having enough trouble finding anything with the HUD. I think that would just be a little bit overkill. Wow, right there, damaged machinery. Give me 2 of them side by side. Gotta love it. Love it even more if they give me a couple upgrade modules that I can use. That one did not, but let's check this one. You know, scanner module or some hazard protection. Movement module. Life support. Okay, we'll take it. We will take it. It'd be better if it was connected to my life support. And you know what? I'm going to move my jetpack over here. Move that over. I'll leave that there. It's taking up 1 extra inventory slot, but I'll get more benefit out of it by having it connected to the life support. Now my life support should last a lot longer, which is good because I've been really going through it. Alright. And I didn't get lucky on the buried technology. But that's alright. So, life support module would not have been my first choice, but it's probably a good 4th choice. Alright, got a decent little shoulder boost. Go up here and try to get this knowledge stone. Okay, that got me enough to at least get over the hump there. Yeah, movement module would be so ideal. Okay. Anything? That's just rocks. I don't see anything on the horizon here. Okay. At least, these knowledge stones don't really give you anything but words. But at least it's something to aim at. Hey, there's a building. Of some kind. Come on, give... What I honestly would really like more than anything else right now, ooh, is to not die from fall damage. But if I'm gonna find a building, I mean, number one would be a trade outpost or colossal archive. But failing that, I would really love a minor outpost, because then I could try to get a better multi-tool, either from buying it or from being given one by the inhabitants. That happened to me in my last run, the one that didn't get recorded. I would take a beacon too, as long as it shows me something close by. Because that usually shows you where a minor outpost is, and it's just technology. That's a bit of a letdown. But hopefully that'll have my upgrade module for my jetpack, or my hazard protection, or my scanner, or my mining beam. Any of those. There's another cave. I'll go see if I can get that last critter. Come on, give me an upgrade module. Or nanites. I know I'm out of room, but I just cannot help myself. Alright, any elusive critters in here? It's another small cave. I'll get some more cobalt. Make some more batteries. Maybe if I'm lucky, find a little bit more platinum. You know what? Well, let's get some ferrite dust and dioxide too, so we can use the dioxide for our life support. And the salt we can sell for a pretty decent price. And if it gets to be too much, we can refine it and turn it into chlorine, which sells for about 1,000 extra credits for one stack. But one stack of chlorine is the equivalent of 2 stacks of salt, so it takes up less space that way. probably gotten a whole bunch of ferrite dust, but that's alright, because we're going to make some more batteries. Is there any more cobalt in here? I don't think I missed any. Well, let's go down here just to see if this cave loops around anywhere. No. Yeah, I did miss some cobalt. A little bit of... Oh, weapon is empty. And we'll use our carbon. I'm actually doing this more for the dioxide than for the ferrite dust, because I've got plenty of ferrite dust. Although I am about to use a bunch of it. Alright. Now we've got 38 batteries. Get rid of the radon, because we can't really use it right now. Oh gosh. I really want to find out what those frost crystals refine into. But I'm not going to put any carbon in here until I see. Glass. Well, I do not need glass or frost crystals. Okay, I've still got a little bit of room. Let's go back out here and keep traveling. See, my life support's lasting a lot longer now, since I found that module. Oh, is there more to this cave over here? There is. Alright. You know what? Let's go around and see if we can find us a critter. Whoa! Nope. Sorry, buddy. I did not expect you to actually come down into the cave. No cave critters. Well, we can get us some more cobalt. could have sworn I saw another vortex cube over here, but I guess not. I really should leave those vortex cubes alone, because I don't really have room for them. But sometimes I just can't help myself. Don't know why I'm bothering with carbon or ferrite dust. I'm just killing these guys so that they can't try to kill me. Radon. Get rid of the carbon. Okay. Let's get out of here. Get back on the road, try to find us another building. No platinum. If I see platinum, I'm going to pick it up, because when I do get a chance to sell, platinum sells for quite a bit. He's still in here looking for me. Alright, buddy, you stay in here. Have fun. I'm going back outside. And I'll go save again. Not that there's any real need to. The only reason to save is so that, like, if the game crashes, I don't lose all my progress. Because if I die, well, then that's game over. I have to start over from the beginning. That's the lovely thing about playing on Permadeath. Alright, is there anything around? What the? Oh. Looks like the only thing around is that knowledge stone, so that's what we're gonna head towards. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and make some more batteries. 60 batteries. That should be enough to last me for a while. And it cleared up another spot in my inventory. Actually, I should have used the sodium. Clear up that spot. I'm gonna let you get away with that because there's a sentinel nearby. But otherwise, plant, you would be mine. Okay, what have we got? There's a buried technology module. Don't see any buildings. See my ship. Alright, so we're going to keep heading south. I'm not real good at getting those shoulder boosts, but when I do hit one, they do get you some distance. There we go. We got something over there. I believe that's an observatory. Which means that I might be able to locate a crashed ship. And it's possible I can get a new multi-tool. I see you. Alright, Sentinel drone. I don't know what happened, man. There was some, like, beam that came out of nowhere. Just took him down. Don't fall. You know, I think this is my first building that I've found that was an actual building. I might have found a shelter at one point. Yeah, I did. I found a shelter at one point, I think. And I did find that ancient ruin. Oh, it wasn't an ancient ruin. It was like a monolith, maybe? No, it wasn't. It was like a plaque, but it was way bigger than most plaques. Interesting. You know what? I'm actually gonna go over here and get the get this first. Just on the off chance that it gives me an upgrade module. Nanites. Let's go in here. Get those nanites. Anything in here? Get some units. Now, I wish this had been a minor settlement so that I could sell some stuff. But you take what you can get. Alright. You want to give me a multi-tool, don't you? And that's one of those times when you need carbon. Okay. Give me a second and I'll make you some. This carbon's what he wants. He wants to fuel his multi-tool. Oh, that plant doesn't have any. Sometimes the plants have carbon. Let me go get you some carbon real quick, buddy. There should be some around here. Somewhere, right? Right, dust. Worst case scenario, I can just use some of my condensed carbon to make him some. And that's actually, I think, what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to do this the smart way. I'm just going to put in 10 and then get back 30. Of course, all this is going to get me is some Viking reputation. It's not well. Standing. Okay. So now let's see if we can find us a crash ship nearby. And it's always 720. So we found a distress signal, but how close is it? Nine hours away. Well, you know what? It's going the right direction, so... And if nothing else, it gives us something to aim towards. Hopefully we'll find a ship or an outpost or something before we get there. But at the very least, we know that 9 hours from now we'll have a ship. Unless it's a pilot needing help, in which case I'll have wasted 9 hours of running. I tried an experiment on my last game, that the one that didn't save. I found a observatory like this. No, communication station. Observatory. I don't remember. I'm not dumb, I just don't pay enough attention. And I decided to test and see if saving before you did that would give you a different result. Turns out, no, it doesn't. Still sends you to the same ship. Oh, so what I did, I saved, I reloaded, and then I tried it again. And I still got the same ship. So what I'm looking at, yep, I knew it. Unknown building. Whenever you see that little notifier come up that you've entered a new region, what that really means is that you've entered a new area that has a building. Those regions are marked by the waypoints. And where there's a waypoint, there's a building. Or in some cases, a trade terminal that you can't use. In some cases, just some damaged machinery. But it's at least a save point. And if I'm lucky, it's a minor settlement. I would love a minor settlement right now. I'm not marking it because it's so close. And I don't think it is. No, it's not. Alright, so I'll go down here and save, but I am not messing with the depot. Because I will die. Anything useful in here? Some navigation data. Just out of curiosity, Magna Gold. selenium, grantine, 30 bronze, and more grantine. It's a lot of money in there, but I can't even make a bolt caster, so it's useless to me. Alright, so where's my distress beacon? This way. Is this a cave system? Hey, there's my last creature. Sweet. So at least now I can get those nanites. Which should also give me a... Oh, maybe that's just on PlayStation. There's an achievement. Oh no, there it is. Discovered all species on one planet. Alright, and there's another 40,000. And that's really all I came in here for, was to look for him. So, we'll get back out of here now. And you know, I'll check real quick for platinum. I don't see any close by. I don't really want to mess with the hazardous flora. Damaged machinery. We'll go towards that. And we don't need to keep the crash site marked because it's marked anyway. I'll just, well, get rid of the living slime. My first ever playthrough of No Man's Sky, I used to save all my living slime. I used to refine it all the way down to nanites. And it's just time consuming. You know, ultimately it's not worth the time because what you get out of it is so small. Now if you get fungal mold, that's worth refining. 5 fungal mold will give you 1 nanite. So if you get, 500 fungal mold, then you get 1 nanite. But it takes it takes 5 living slime to make 1 fungal mold. So to get, 500 fungal mold, you need 2,500 living slime. So 63 living slime, that would give me 12 fungal mold. That would give me 2 nanites. Just not worth it. there's some damaged machinery. Hope that's not... That can't be the one I just got. If it is, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I don't think it would show up for me if it was. It's good to get the dihydrogen when you don't see any sentinels around. No. You see how much that little fall took of my life? A little bit higher and that would have been the end of this run. You've got to be careful with it. Starship launch fuel. Absolutely useless. Wait, what? Oh, I need carbon too. I forgot that I actually need carbon for that. Well, okay. I can make carbon. I can make carbon really easy, actually. Just like that. Okay, while I'm up high up here, some more damaged machinery. So we'll go get that since there doesn't seem to be anything else around. Come on, give me a thermal upgrade module. Or more nanites. Any buildings around? No, but there's more damaged machinery. we'll keep going this direction. So obviously this challenge I'm doing, I'm not trying to break any records. Because, I mean, the record for finding a ship is, I want to say it's like 45 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. I'm not going to come anywhere close to beating that record, considering I've already got 2 hours into this run. But I have survived for 2 hours, so that's something. Okay, we're actually starting to make a little bit of progress going towards the ship. Unless that's the mountain I've already climbed once. Anything interesting? Some damaged machinery. You see that critter try to trip me? Getting hungry. So I'm gonna have to call it pretty soon here so I can go get something to eat. Although, I'll try to find a save spot first so I don't lose the progress that I've made. And I think I just saw some buried technology out in the open. So that's some extra money. Or extra nanites. Yep. See, this is what it's... Sometimes you'll find this where the terrain didn't actually form over it. So that's an extra 200,000 units once we find a place to sell it. Actually, why am I going that way? I need to go this way. At this point, I am all in on that distress beacon, even if it does take us 9 hours to get there. Unless we find something else before that, then it'll be 11 hours to get to it. I think this is the longest I've ever gone into one of these runs, though, without, finding some type of upgrades that, were useful. I mean, that life support upgrade was useful. But, like, last night's stream, the one that I lost, I found a Colossal Archive in an hour and a half's time. And was able to actually buy a ship there. I had to cheat a little bit. There was a cave right by the Colossal Archive, so I went in and harvested a whole bunch of cobalt and sold it. to get up the money. But by then I already had an advanced mining laser, I had a waveform analyzer on my scanner. What have we got? Anything useful? How far away is my ship? 34 minutes. I guess that's something. It was only 8 minutes away when we started this stream an hour and a half ago. Which, I mean, that means in an hour and a half we've gone 31 minutes from the ship. But we have stopped and done some stuff, gathered materials, made some things. Now look at that. I see it, but it's not showing up on my scanner. But stuff farther away from it than that is showing up. That's just frustrating. But that's why I need some scanner upgrades, so that I can see more stuff. Also plug in my phone. Yeah, I'm down to 28% battery. Yeah, I'll take the hydrogen jelly. And carbon. Oh, I need more carbon here. You know, it's funny, my favorite part of this game is all this running around at the beginning looking for a ship. I got a shield module. Well, I mean, I guess that's something, right? Yeah, I'm not planning to get into any big fights here anytime soon, but there we go. Hold on, let me see. Oh, actually, there we go. Okay, so we got a damage tech up there, damage tech right here. We'll go to the farther away one first, make our way back to the save, so that I can save and go get something to eat. nanites. Let's go clear the marker here. There we go. And we're gonna save. And that's gonna be it for this stream. I'm gonna make something to eat, and unless my fiance wakes up and wants to talk, I'll be back on in just a little bit. So thank you to anyone who watches, and we'll see you next time.